A little bit of a backstory. So we've known each other, oh gosh, for a long time. And when I started doing Partner Co, I was the dabbler. I was just dabbling. I was like, I'm not doing that posting thing. That is dumb, right? I didn't want to do any of the things, but I was posting. And Amy saw some of those posts. And that was November. We looked back in the Facebook messages, and she messaged me, when was it?
I first reached out November 2024. I think I saw the first posts when you were zipping up pants. You could never do the summer like previous. So
Right.
I watched for a long time.
She was watching. And so the point there is to keep posting and keep showing up, because people are watching to see if you're going to stick with it. So I kept posting, went through Black Friday, went to my first Partner Co meeting right after that, decided this was a business I was going to do. So after Christmas, I got over myself and I started posting on the regular. Meanwhile, little Miss Grand Prairie, that's where Amy comes from, she was watching. And do you remember, when did you message me again?
November was my first reach out, and I was like, what are these drops? How much?
And I just remember her saying, anytime I spend over $500, me and my husband have to consult. I'm like, I'm never telling my husband that somebody has that rule.
Yeah, no.
Like, that is very admirable, but I am never doing that. Anyways.
Well, when Billie told me they were $200, I was like, ooh. Like, I just spent thousands of dollars in personal training, and I was tracking macros and doing all the right things to try to shift 20 pounds of weight, and I was 4 pounds. And so I was like, oh, I don't know about $200, so I ignored her.
So she buys some drops. She says, but don't send them until April 4th.
Oh, this is later.
This is later. That's right. Yeah, she watched. So then I started posting, got over myself, started posting, started building my business. And then that was in late March, right around the time I went officer last year. And I remember she said to me, but don't send them till April 4th, because I'm going on a holiday. And then I'll start them when I get back from my holiday. So I sent the drops, I got them ready, put them in the mail. She comes home, and it'd been a while. I didn't hear from her. I'm like, I have not heard from her. And I think like a whole month went by. I hadn't heard from her. And I was like, Amy, have you started those drops?
It was more than a month. Because I put them on my dresser, and I just looked at them every day, because I read the food plan, and I was like, I don't want to do that. I'm not going there again. Not for 4 pounds. And so I looked at them every day when I went to my bathroom. And yeah, when Billie reached out again, and I was like, I don't know, like I can't do that. And we have a mutual friend who had shared she lost 10 pounds, so I called her and I was like, what are you eating? Like, food is important to me. I get hangry. And so she was like, well, like I do really good, and I like cut out most of the things. And I was like most? I think I could do most. And so I had Kelly in the back of my head, and then Billie reached back out. And then I was like, yeah, it's the food, like I can't get over it. And she's like, just put them in your body. And I was like, oh, I can do that. So
that's something that I will say, tell people, you know what, if you're worried about the food, don't worry about that. Get them in your body for a week and then make that decision. Because you guys, we all know the drops are gonna change their mind. They don't know they don't understand that. So release them of that pressure. And just let them know, like, hey, just get them in your body, okay? Don't worry about the rest of it. And we all know, you start craving healthier things. You just don't want those things. So I remember saying to her, just get them in your body. Like, gosh, don't worry about it. Let's see what happens.
Well, what happened was, in 4 days, I stopped reaching for this little, like, energy pick-me-up that I needed every single day for the previous 15 years. And I was stopped, and I was like, wait. I haven't had one of those drinks in days. And I was waking up feeling rested. I was feeling clear. And I didn't know what that was like. I thought, like, once I had kids, that was it. You just never slept good again. And my daughter's here. She turns 13 next week, right? It's been a long time. lost 4 pounds in my first week. And so I was like, oh my God, they actually work. And in my second week, I had a mom at my kid's school say, oh, Miss Amy, your face, you look so skinny. Like, what are you doing? You're glowing. And I was like, week 2? Like, people are noticing? I went back in the car and I was voice texting Billie and I was like, you guys, people are noticing. Like, what is in these things? How do you sell this? Like, I was previously, with another company, 17 years of just riding the struggle bus. I promoted and demoted and promoted and demoted, where I thought maybe I'm just not meant to do this business. Maybe I don't have what it takes, right? Oh, what a defeat. And so when they shared what this business was about and said, if you start posting those posts, trust the system, do what it takes, and it will come. And I was like, all right. We were ordering boxes from the States then. We could only get so many on our account. It was a lot of fun to get started.
Yeah.
I never listened, I'm not going to get that many. I'll just start with 8, right? Nice and safe. Well, that was gone in a couple of days. So then I was figuring out, how do I get more? How do I get more? How do I get more? And what happened was, I had over 120 people reach out to me in those first 30 days of posts, and I went, whoa, this works. And then I checked back, and over the months, right, I started last June. So over the months of continually posting, almost 80 of those first 120 have bought drops. And in that first month, not an income disclaimer, but my story, I made almost $4,000, and I went, oh, I never made that much money in one single month in almost 17 years where I was before. I did have what it takes. I can do this, and I can show you how to. Guess who my second enrollment was? The personal trainer. What are you doing?
You're cute.
What is this snake juice? And how do I get some? It's such a gift to know that your product works, but your business can too, and that we have that ability to teach and train and show other people this gift. Like, hope. Hope is the first thing that I had. Hope I could lose the 20 pounds that I couldn't lose anything else, the right things. And then when I saw this business and understood it, I still have no idea about the back office at times. My tree is like a hot mess, but I have hope that I can maybe start to straighten that out as things go forward, right? And if we just have that willingness, the willingness to learn and the willingness to be coachable. I'm 100% coachable. I didn't want to make like a whole new business. I didn't want to have to figure it all out. I just wanted to go copy and paste. That's it. I can do that. Now what do I say when they ask me this? Oh, I'll just say that, copy and paste. Every single time. I can do it anywhere. In my journey to officer, I'm going to share this because it's important to me. But my journey to officer was spent in the airport. I was going on a family trip last November, and it was Black Friday, and I was like, man, had I known Black Friday was a thing, I would have booked this trip 8 months ago, because it was busy, and it was, it was so amazing. But I did have a family conversation and saying like, well, Mom was shooting for vice president, but officer's not that much more. And I think we can do this. So I'm gonna be a little bit distracted, and I'm gonna be a little bit busy. And then I'm gonna be all yours. And so, we're in the Grand Prairie, so it's 4 airports just to get to Maui, and then 1 more to get to Kauai. And every time we landed, I was like, oh yeah, Western Wi-Fi, like we could do this, right? So I was just working it. And so we got to Maui at like midnight, had to sleep for a bit, and then the next morning I was like, this is it, kids. This is the moment. And I'm like, Billie, what do I do? I'm like, this not your way, what can I do? So she gave me a couple of suggestions. I learned to take suggestions. And so I did the suggestions, the people bought the drops, the orders went in, and my daughter and my son got to push that final submit on that order that moved our business to officer, and I was like, let's go for a walk, right? Like, let's just go enjoy our holiday. But there's certain things I still did. I still woke up early enough to get on the IPA call, and that was a big time change. Like, I was sitting on the balcony in the dark. It was like 5 o'clock in the morning there because I knew I needed to stay plugged in. This is a choice that we get to make. And so I choose Partner Code. And what I need to do for my business every day, because it's important for me, it's important for her. Oh. She's watching her mama make it happen. And my little guy is 10. And if I can show up for me, it's teaching them that they can show up for them. And I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you, John, for this vision that you saw. Because it started with you. And without you, none of us would be here.
Amen.
Amen.